My favorite part about this job is having the drivers here in the studio or visiting them at their homes or in the various hub locations in and around the studio. Well, we get so much good material that it doesn't all make air. So here's some more clips from the cutting room floor.
Maybe like a Fireball Roberts. He does not have a championship, but he was the first major star that we had in our sport. So, and somewhere along the way, Smokey Unit's got to go in there. Dale Earnhardt.
It was good to see Bud Moore get in.
Yeah, but right now they still have to have that star quality of putting people in there that people know and can relate to generate people coming in. As we go along, people that deserve to be in there will eventually get in.
I heard that a couple years ago, some fans were walking through the museum at RCR and they found you both underneath one of Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s old cars looking for parts.
Yeah, that happened. Well, money gets tight every now and then. You got to just scrap for things. And we rolled over to the museum and pulled some tungsten out of one of the championship cars, but it was, I think it was actually Harvick's. And Dad found out that we got the tungsten out of his car, and he was mad because his car, he had one of his old cars in there, and it had lead in it, and Harvick's had tungsten. So we took the tungsten out of Harvick's car, and we used it all year in one of my East cars.
Steve, I think, is going to be good for him. He's got a great personality, and just, you know, Dale's the kind of driver that he needs somebody just making the calls and telling him what to do, what's going on, and, you know, he'll take that and apply it to what he's got going on in the race car, and he just needs that communication, you know, back and forth, and Steve, he likes to talk.
Yeah, no, Brian, definitely we've been on the same page, you know, more or less, you know, as the season was going on, you know, what we can do to help the team, you know, which direction we think we need to go with, you know, development on the cars and whatnot. But, you know, certainly the last 2 years, you know, Brian and I started working really well together and, you know, had a good relationship and, you know, was able to, you know, communicate really well.
I wish I could tell you I love to do all these things, but I really have a one-track mind. I think about racing all the time. I think about this company all the time and how to make it better, how to make our press releases better, how to make our marketing materials better. I never stop thinking about how I can get better. I know I can get better, we can all get better, and I think that's the problem that I have is I never can turn it off.
There's only one picture that I have fond memories of, and that was at Atlanta when I won and Dale finished second. You know, he came up next to me, he bumped my doors, and he gave me the thumbs up, and I was like, this is so cool because my first race, Dale was the only guy that shook his hand out the window like, get out of the way, you know? And then his last race, he gave me the thumbs up, and I was like, wow, this is cool.
Just some of the cool clips that you haven't seen in the pieces that recently aired here on NASCAR Race Up. Can you imagine Ty and Austin Dillon, their legs sticking out underneath the #3 black race car in the Richard Childress Racing Museum? The good news is, though, they did tell Danielle that they put the tungsten and the lead back.